Good morning. Having some coffee. It's 1982, and I have just graduated from high school, from my third high school in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm going to give a little tour of these drawings before I get into the stories. It's a self-portrait of me in 1982. I made these little labels so you'll be able to tell what year it is. There's the redone drawing of me on the airplane on my way from Indianapolis to Vancouver BC. That's me in Seattle. Sister number 2 and I went up to Seattle. That's a drawing of me, her, and my nephews out running errands. That's a drawing of all the wonderful Canadian candy bars that we don't get here in the States. That's a drawing of me on a Vancouver beach. Me and sister number 2. These are the rose gardens at the University of British Columbia. And if you're a Battlestar Galactica fan, you might recognize them. They had some scenes filmed there. They filmed all around Vancouver. This is the camp out. This is me and sister number 3, and there's a Polaroid of us. This is me on the back deck of sister number 2's house. And then we went on a road trip to South Dakota. So these are a few drawings of the road trip, the family reunion. This is a photo of me, and then I really wanted to make that drawing. I didn't do that the first time around. So that is me holding up 2 fingers, and it's supposed to look like the monument in the background, the rock formation in Monument Valley. My parents' camper, and there's a little drawing of me. I am on a plane from Indianapolis up to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I just graduated from high school. Mom is flying me up there where 2 of my sisters live. We will meet up later in the summer in South Dakota for a family reunion with my dad's side of the family, but I get to spend the summer with my sisters. While just about everyone else is looking forward to college, not me. I have no idea what is in my future. This is not a good feeling. I don't do well with uncertainty. I've been out running errands with sister number 2 and my 2 nephews. I'm the youngest in our family, so I'm a good tag-along. When we flew up here in 1975, when my older nephew was born, I loved Vancouver so much I wanted to stay here. I begged my parents to let me stay here. But, of course, that was not allowed. I've been fascinated by all these new candy bars in Canada. I've been buying a bunch of them to try. Sister number 2 and I drove down to Seattle from Vancouver, just the 2 of us. It was a great trip, but I didn't get any sisterly advice. I really want to stay in Vancouver and not go home, but both of my sisters said it's really difficult and complicated. I'd have to apply from outside of Canada, and there's visas, and it's just so impossible. I shouldn't even bother. We saw the movie Blade Runner in Seattle. Oh my God, that was so awesome. We went up in the Space Needle. We went out to eat and out for tea. But it's really hard for me to enjoy myself when my future is a great big question mark. Vancouver is one of the most beautiful places I have ever been. I don't want to go home to Indiana. Whatever am I doing here? I'm way outside of Vancouver at my sister's friend's house with sister number 3. Her friend invited all their friends to a camp out at her house and in her yard. I hate camping. Luckily, I've been allowed to sleep in the house. But this isn't really my scene. I don't quite know what my scene is, but this isn't it. I'm not old enough to drink. I don't smoke. I hate the smell of pot. I don't have any way of listening to my music. I didn't bring any books. I may have a magazine in my bag. Ugh. You know, Nobody in my family has really done anything to protect me or advise me or assist me in starting my life, which is why I'm at a house outside the city watching a lot of people I don't know getting drunk and or high instead of home packing for college. Back at Sister Two's house in Vancouver, packing up and preparing for a road trip across the American Southwest, camping, God. We're meeting up with mom and dad and sister number one in South Dakota. Have I mentioned that I hate camping? My sister's house has a huge cherry tree out back. We've been picking cherries my whole visit. I'm enjoying a peaceful moment on the back deck before leaving Vancouver again. My parents' camper is a pop-up with a tent on top. We camped for vacations, and also whenever we moved, we camped along the way. We always camped in campgrounds with electric and water hookups. Mom cooked in her electric frying pan. They always had to have the ability to make coffee. But, camping. I don't like being outside. I don't like being hot. I hate bugs. There's nothing to do. Then it gets dark. That's camping. Oh my God, y'all. So we headed out from Vancouver. Sister number two and her family in their station wagon. I'm in the back seat with the boys, who are 7 and 3. Can you turn on the AC? Oh, we don't have AC in the car. What? We don't need AC in Vancouver. Are you kidding me? I can't roll down the window. Oh no, they're child safety windows. They don't roll down. What? Meanwhile, I'm in the back seat where the boys are constantly chatty and or arguing over Matchbox cars. We head into the Southwest desert with no AC. I cannot roll down my window. So we set up camps, and I'm like, where are the hookups? Oh, we don't use those. I'm like, what? We do roughing it camping. Roughing it camping. Then I'm told I get to share a tent with the 7-year-old. They share a tent with the 3-year-old. So the 7-year-old is thrashing and flailing and kicking in his sleep. I'm like, what the heck? Oh, he does that. Really? There was a thunderstorm, and thank God we got a hotel room, but it was just for that one night. Then, back in the tent on the ground, a big freaking spider ran across my leg. Oh my God. So I ran my hand all over the inside of the tent, and I could not find that dang spider. So I slept in the back seat of the car after that. Thank you. We did see some lovely scenery and did fun touristy things, but I hate camping. When we arrived in South Dakota, I have never been so happy to be at Mom and Dad's camper, ever. So the reunion's been nice with my dad's side of the family, his brother and his family. A lot of cousins I never met. Mount Rushmore really is impressive when you're standing in front of it. We did touristy things. It's been fun for the most part. I've tried not to dwell on my unknown future, but it's always in the back of my head. Being around all these people, I realize why I'm such a loner. I need some quiet time by myself, away from others. I'm actually looking forward to getting home where I can go to my room and close the door. So we're headed back home. It's been a great vacation, but I'm ready to be back home, even though I have no idea what I'm doing with my life.